that they do.
Yeah. So and bees
Oh.
also bathe themselves too. So that's why I say they're like
Say that again.
they bathe themselves. They wash their body.
They do.
They don't like being dirty. They're like
They
they
don't.
like cats too. So it's like
Not
they're
Bees bathe.
Yes,
They be.
yes.
So we had
Okay.
It's like a bird bath.
at his school, or one of our partnering schools, we had bee baths on the property.
So
And
you said
it looks-
partnering schools. I mean, does this mean that you teach
Yes. So we go into the
this
different
too?
schools.
Yes,
We're
I
getting
was reading that and I was like, what?
so
I mean, tell the people about that because folks need to know that.
right. So and actually. It's funny we're talking about that because I'm getting ready to go back and partner or start partnering with Clayton County, the district,
Yes.
and then I'm with Gwinnett County, and of course our
Yes.
Fulton County schools. But so when we started, the school was trying to become STEM certified, and so because we had bees, we was able to go in and teach the different techniques and about agriculture, composting, just different things that deals with pollination and the pollinators. And
Wow.
so we actually got them STEM certified, and then we went over to Evelyn C. West.
I think Evelyn C. West was first, right?
Oh, yes, it was Evelyn C.
yeah.
West, and then we
Was
went to
first.
Stonewall Tail.
Stonewall Tail, yes.
Yeah, Stonewall Tail was the second school, and so we had bees on their property. Unfortunately, someone stole the bees from the property.
Oh,
Right?
man.
Okay, so,
wow. Really?
But really now, I really am glad that we're in the schools because we talk about we don't have to be in this box. And
Yes.
I want our students
Yes.
to know what it looks like to be a black entrepreneur.
That part.
Or eating healthy, because a lot of times you look at beekeepers and it's a predominantly white male industry, right?
Yes.
And so when I stepped in the arena, we changed the game. And
Yes.
so that's what I want them to understand, that no matter what they say, what you can and cannot do, you can, and you can exceed those things that you're planning to be, whatever it is, whether it's you just a barber, whether you are a nail tech, whatever, you can be the best at it and make a change in your environment. So that's how we did it.
Wow.
And so because of that, we were given the blue ribbon in the community. We had the
Yes,
Blue Ribbon Award.
congratulations. I saw
Thank you.
that. Yes.
And
yes.
then we were featured in Fords for our elegant brand.
Yes.
And we are the first pollinators, black pollinators, to be featured on the Weather Channel. And you know how long
Yeah,
the
I
Weather
saw
Channel
that.
been around? It's
Oh,
been
man,
around for you.
forever. Forever. I
She
saw
was
that.
She actually got featured twice. So she made it big time, double time.
Oh,
really.
my God.
So I was so
See,
proud
let me
of her.
tell
I
you.
was so proud of when I heard she did that.
You know what? I want a son like you. I just need to clone you. I just need to clone him. That's it. Just need to clone him or just borrow him. I mean, he's amazing. He's amazing, ladies and gentlemen. This studio is jumping. I mean, Queen Bee and Junior B. Love it. I love it. You've got a perfect assistant. He is her PR, ladies and gentlemen. He is her everything, or ride or live, because I don't believe in that ride or die stuff. It's ride or live, because he is amazing. I mean, if you could just see him, a little man. And then he plays instruments. He does everything. I mean, I did a mini interview with him when I met his mom. I pulled him to the side and I was chit-chatting with him, and I'm going, how old is this young man? No way. He's trapped in a grown man's body. I mean, when I tell you, I mean, he's what every one of us dream of for a child. I mean, our son. I mean,
Yes.
Mr. Ethan,
He's
you're
an amazing
amazing.
guy.
Wow. Handsome and amazing. You're welcome. You're welcome. And so tell us about how many instruments, because we have limited time. So tell us real quick about what else you do outside of the beekeeping.
Okay, so I play the bass guitar. I play drums. I'm learning, in piano a little bit. I can play. If you give me a song, I can try to play a little bit. Then I play trumpet. Shout out Creekside.
Nice.
And also I play congos. I can sing, and
So his mom's
actually-
finding out some things about him right now in the studio.
I mean,
she's learning some
yeah.
stuff about Mr. Ethan.
But the main instruments that I'm known for playing is the bass guitar, and I do want to get out there and the trumpet. But
How
I
did
do
you
want to
learn
get out.
those though? I mean, are you self-taught? I mean, did you? I mean, did you
So
go to school for this? I mean, how
it's
did
a funny story. It's a funny story. So I went through a lot of changes with that part. So I started with like a lead guitar, then acoustic, then a ukulele to finally make it into
Who?
bass.
Say that other one that you just said, because the what?
Your ukulele, yes.
Really?
But I finally, those weren't my calling. My calling was for the bass guitar. So I
Right
played the
then.
bass, and what ended up happening was my uncle started out showing me new things because we was actually at church, and they had me on the bass. No, I was a little kid, so I was just doing whatever I was doing on the stage. Thought I was doing
Still
something,
a
you know.
little kid, but yeah, okay.
And then that's when eventually he gave me a bass because I guess the string popped, and I played, but I wasn't, it wasn't plugged up. But that's when my love for bass became a thing. And then I had a music instructor, Justin Clay, music from the heart.
Wow,
he
nice.
he taught me a lot of new fundamentals to music, and that's when I began to play a little bit of piano. And then eventually, as I got more older and progressed, I began to play I played for the Juneteenth festival, and then I played for awards,
Man.
and I made it to a point where it wasn't my goal was actually to get better at the bass and be a black man who is accomplishing a lot of new things that most kids don't do, and I want to be that example. So if I can be that example for those little black kids out there, or just kids in general,
Yes.
I like to be that person because I know there's people out there who don't have the inspiration. So that's why the inspiration is my mom who inspired me. So then I can inspire someone else and I can continue her legacy. So
That's what I'm talking about.
that's all that's been from my music. That's all my key is her legacy to continue and continue and continue.
And it will. And so it will. Right here. Done deal. Stamp. It will. It's a done deal. Because when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap up this section. But, Ethan, you're you're amazing, young man.
Thank you.
Keep it going. Keep it going. You're blessed, sister. Queen Bee, you're blessed. That's her baby boy, her son. Her junior beekeeper. Thank you so much for coming in. When I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you could see these bottles. Can we get these up to the camera somewhere? Let's see. She's showing them off because those fancy bottles, those bottles are worth $1 million. They're beautiful. And like one of the other guests said, listen, I would not even open the bottle. I would have it as a figurine, as we call it back in the islands. We'd have them as just ornaments, just sitting on the shelf because they're that beautiful. You don't want to pop them open. They're too pretty. They're beautiful. Wow.
The thing is, you know who I am, so you can get more of it.
Oh, absolutely. And tell the folks where they can find you again. Tell them all about your contacts before you go, Sister Queen.
Okay, so on all social media platforms, we are Truth Honey. Instagram is the page of Truth Honey. Facebook is Truth Honey, and then you have Dior Davis, Truth Honey. We are also on truthhoney.com is our website, truthhoney.com. And then we're in Bottled Treasures in McDonough, Georgia, 42 Keys Ferry Way, or Ferry Street. Let me say that right because people get street and way. 42 Keys Ferry Street in McDonough, Georgia. And so they have all of our flavors in there. They even have some flavors that we don't have online, which is like a white chocolate. I know that was really good. People love that one. So you can find us on all platforms. Truth Honey.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you made my evening. Especially Mr. Ethan. I was just like hanging with him the whole time I was there. I wanted to snatch him and bring him home to Gwinnett County. Bring him home with me. Thank you so much for coming in.
Yes, thank you for having us.
I appreciate you so much.
I definitely did enjoy it. This is a cool experience to embark on.
Love it. And you will be back. You'll be back, sir.
I will happily come back.
You're welcome to come back. So we're going to have you back in the studio at some point in time because guess what? We're going to be hearing about Mr. Ethan popping out his stuff, getting his Grammy, collecting his Grammy one day soon.
I can't wait for those.
Alrighty, so we're just speaking things that are not as though they are. We're speaking it into existence.
That's
so
right.
guess what? It's a
Accept it.
done deal. Wow. Thank you again for coming in.
Yes, thank you for
Much
having
love.
us.
You're welcome. Yeah. You hear me? Kenny. 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 Yeah.
Come rub and the thing down in me boxer. Tall dude she love big built with rasta. Come back like street, come max for yaksta. Feed that cuisine, quinoa and lobster. They make you lose it, yo. Yeah. Your manage it, you coulda fooled me. Yeah. Come and go get to the music.
So you want to kill this one?
Feed them with the pain and jewelry. You must never know how me.
It was mine.
Gotta hold on, man. Hold on, man. Oh, you shift them shots and then just throw it on me. Yeah, 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 yeah. You gotta hold on, me. Hold on, me. Oh, my punch that hard. How could you do on me? Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, girl, me ready. Ready, me ready. Yes, lad, me ready. Ready, me ready. Feel me come by the love.
Oh,
You want my girl, I just you for choose.
you let them out immediately
For you.
to like
Oh, girl, me ready.
Hotel Bridges. Hotel Bridges.
Me ready. Yes, lad, me ready. Ready, me ready. Feel me come by the love. Anything you want, my girl, I just you for choose. I'm ready for
I
you.
want to take pictures. Hold it. Yeah. Hold it. Let's play it. Play it. Play it on things. Let me just run it. Let me just run it. No, no, I'm gonna go take a picture. No, I'll do it. No, I'll go over there. Oh yeah, you know what? You're right.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Girl, I mean I'm chronics. Yes, I am. And now we give everything where you want, girl. Anything where you need, yeah. But I one thing we beg you, please. Don't you take my love for granted. My love for granted, girl. For granted. Don't you take my love. And anything that you ever wanted, it's yours. Access granted, girl. For granted. Don't you take my love. Woman, boy. How we cook and how we clean and how we wash. And how we walk and how we run and how we jog. Around the world for you, my Lord. By your dimima and the home and the job. Tell me what you want, my dear. Tell me what you need if I rent. School fee, tuition, it is all on me, but I beg you please, please don't hurt me, mommy. Why? Please don't break my heart. After all, me got true for you, stay true to you. Great deeds for me do feel. I me know these words ain't new to you. A long time, me I beg you please, don't you take my love for granted. My love for granted, girl.
Welcome, welcome, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Caribbean Extravaganza. So it's the last day of Women's International Month, and I hate to see it go because you know what? We've been having such a great time. This month was amazing. We had some amazing guests, in the studio here at Caribbean Extravaganza, we had the queen bee herself, Lady Dior Davis. And up next, we have Shauna Holly Lee, educator, spiritual life, and legacy coach. On and on we could go. I met this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sister at an event. She was a spoken word artist. So she does this and that and this and that. She does many things. It was a fashion show not too long ago where we met. And I saw her and I was like, wow, who is she? I mean, she was dressed to the nines. And so I, upon after performing, I went over to her and I said, hey, my name is Sharon Thompson, blah, 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 blah. And, met her, exchanged information. The rest was history. We became fast friends. And here she is. We've done several events together. We've attended different events. We've just been rocking. Shauna Holly Lee, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're closing out the month with you, sister, one of you beautiful women. So we just want to hear a little bit about how did you get started with your coaching business, first of all?
Well, the interesting thing is I've been coaching for a long time before I became certified. I am an educator by trade. I've been an educator for over 25 years. I was just telling someone out in the green room that I had to think about it for a second. But even while educating, I was actually coaching my adult students to learn to present themselves. It was cosmetology as a cosmetology instructor, helping them to, I would say, groom them in some life skills, professional development, marketing skills. It was a lot. So my coaching started way before I became certified.
And you said cosmetology. So you're a cosmetologist first, were you, or a teacher first? I mean, where did it start? I mean,
cosmetology
was
first.
Your first? Okay.
And I was working I received my cosmetology license. I was working in the salon, and I was working in the salon way too many hours. And I had 4 young kids at the time already, and I was about 25 at this time. And so I wanted to be on the same schedule with my kids. So I decided to start subbing in the school where my youngest child was going, which is Head Start.
Yes.
And while subbing, I started my education degree there. And while taking up that degree, the passion for education was born.
Wow. And I heard a whole lot in that, because when I could see the cosmetology in you. When I saw you the first time, she walked in the room, I thought she was one of the models. So I kind of sort of moseying on up to her, and I was like, oh, she's not on the program, but she's on the program. So she wasn't coming from the room where the models that were performing were, but when they announced it, they said, oh, and we have a spoken word artist. And I'm looking at her and I'm going, why wouldn't she model? I mean, the outfit she came prepared for the runway, Candy. Oh, she did. She came prepared. I mean, she from head to toe. I mean, she was Miss Glamour. She was ready for that runway. So when she delivered her spoken word piece, I'm going, Lord have mercy. So when did that get birthed, that spoken word artist in you?
The spoken word artist in me was alive since I was a teenager. I used to write a lot. And at that time, I was writing lyrics to music. But I didn't know at the time what it was. And then I came to America, and the bold and
beautiful, was it?
The bold and the beautiful and the very confident person that I came as a teenager, kind of went into the background. I guess I kind of morphed into someone else, and becoming, instead of being bold and outgoing, I became very conscious, probably, and really very became
introvert,
people pleaser.
Oh wow, really? You?
Yeah.
Shauna? We're talking about the same person. She said, "A
Yes.
people pleaser." I'm like,
So,
where?
and then after a while, it was maybe around 2015, I went through a very rough time in life, and the poetry came back to me. Now I knew it was poetry, and it
Wow.
came back to me, and it was a healing process for me.
And you
So
said
my
you
first
came.
book, yeah,
You
was
said you
birthed.
came from where though?
Oh, I
Where you?
came from Guyana, South
You
America.
hear that beautiful accent? I was wondering. I was like, Guyana. You said South America.
South
Okay.
America. It's the only English-speaking country in South America.
For those who knew,
Yeah, because most
a
people think I
reminder,
speak
and
another.
those who,
They
yes,
speak another language,
language.
like Spanish or Portuguese or something like that.
And then because you look like you could be one or the other. I mean, you're a sister, but we don't know because we're in Jamaica. We say out of many one people. We're
Yes.
one. We're one, but we belong to this and that, and Lord knows what.
And in
We
Guyana,
came from
say
the same.
one people, one nation, one destiny.
Wow, I didn't know that. Did
Yes.
not know that. Wow, so I'm learning. See, yeah, that's what this is all about, learning and learning about our culture, our Caribbean culture, our African heritage, because that's where it really all got started. I mean, so you do the spoken word. Um, you're from Guyana. I mean, what platforms? I mean, where are you? Where can people find you if they want to get in touch with you, Shauna?
I am on Instagram as Euphoria, EUPHORIA, speak. And I'm also on Facebook, Shauna Halley, SHAWNAHALLEY.
Man, and do you accept bookings? I mean, do you just do this for as a hobby, or, I mean, can someone reach out and literally book you like they did for that? Because I thought you were just a friend of, the organizers. I mean, you just showed up in that space. I mean, do you do this? I mean, as a side gig or as a hustle or as they would call it? I mean, do you do this professionally?
I do this professionally. I've been a speaker now for many years, and in conjunction with speaking, keynote speaking, I also do. I call myself a keynote poet. And I call
Keynote
myself
poet.
a keynote poet because I infuse whatever speeches I'm giving, I infuse them with actual poetry to make sure that it's not to give. I will say give my presentations more flavor.
Okay, okay. And listen, wanted to ask you, because I know you're ready. I know you're always prepared because you've been called on it. I've seen you on different occasions. So I'm going to ask you to drop a piece of what you have for us, Miss Shauna.
Okay, and I'm taking this from my book. I'm an author as well of 4 books and 3 co-authors. This book is Juicy Gems to Never Doubt Yourself Again, 7 Powerful and Magnetic Processes for Feeling More Self-Love and More Self-Confidence More Often. And you can find it on Amazon along with my other books. And this is called Transformative Thought for Today. It is the beginning of a new age, what I call the rebirth and replenishing of truth that women are to rise. Remember, they are portals, gateway to this earthly plane. We must open our eyes to see transcendence unequivocally. Motion forward. Stop the petty display of hating one another. Rise to unite. See each other's gold. Always refining. Seeking to shine to become more. Be an example. Uplift your sister. She wants to feel her love, cared for, accepted, redirected back to her infinite, true goddess nature. Not your responsibility, I suppose. We all fall. When I'm down, will you not lift me up? If I'm asleep at the wheel, will you not reach out to wake me? No burden to be an example. That's a role we all play. It's time to release her completely, fully. Talk and walk authentically, always an opportunity to display. You see, faith is our affinity, so we believe the unseen, so it must come to be. As we celebrate and show the way to greater insight, some call it revelry. Greater is the power within me, so I rise once more. Greater is the power within me, so this greatness reaches for love, never hate, a perfect remedy. The woman goddess in me allow all to sit on their throne. The woman goddess in me rise to elevate all, not just our own. You see, men are co-creators, so we highly esteem them. Men are here to be companions, though we sense their need for control, seize them. Men are here to compliment, let's cheer them on, never forgetting that we must be first choice. It's our spiritual alchemy. interesting revelation. So, woman, rise. Let your light be seen. Woman, rise. Transform. You are the gateway from and pathway from heaven to open doors for many. Woman, rise. You are gold. Rise, woman. Let love permeate your soul. It's who you are at your core, your nature. Rise, woman. Let's constantly celebrate the goddess within while in this earthly home. Because I am a woman and I'm a goddess, I declare I'm free. You see, when I take a look at you, you multiply me. Approval from men I seek not to incur, because the goddess in me love reflects and walks in her own destiny. There's so much to do that can never be done. Join me in love and laughter. Let's have some fun. I seek to build up, not to destroy. My joys today, I pray, reflect love and one universal sound.
Wow. Boom. Mic drop. Mic drop. Sister. See, this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell you, when this sister spoke, I was like, what the what? She's not only pretty, but she's got lyrics. I have to know who the sister is. And let me tell you, we've been friends ever since. She's inspired. She has grown. She's taught me. For the time that I've known her, I mean, she's dropped so many nuggets in me. She's pulled a whole lot of stuff out of me that I didn't know I had in myself. Sister Shauna, you're truly my sister. You really are.
Thank you.
You really are. And I thank you for touching my soul, sister. Thank you for even presenting the way you do to me. I mean, you've planted seeds of greatness in me. And for that, I'm publicly thanking you. I mean, there are things that I knew about myself, things that I thought I knew about myself. And so you've helped to bring a lot out in me. And you hear my voice cracking because, whoo, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing I can say that's not so positive about myself. I mean, if I'm having a down day, so to speak, and I speak to Shauna, immediately, I can sense the light coming through the phone, Candy. I'm so serious about that. She will not allow you to have a not so good day. I kid you not. You talk to her and she's going to be like, calm. And then she says, I know, in that nice, beautiful, soft voice. And she'll tell you, you know, Sharon, sister, so and so and so. And by the time you get off the phone, you're going, oh, wow, that's all I needed. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. She's refreshing. She's beautiful. She's uplifting. I mean, she's Guyanese, South American. We connected at Global Sisters Speak Network a few weeks ago. But prior to that, Sabrina Samrat Kelly. Thank you, Sabrina.
Yay, Sabrina!
Another Guyanese. So I'm surrounded by the Guyanese folks. Love them. Love our people. Love our people. Sabrina created that platform. Shauna connected with Sabrina. And let me tell you, when you talk about networking, that's what we're here to do. We're here to plant seeds and grow and blossom like the bees, like the bees, like the birds, like the animals of this earth, of this universe. We're here to grow and blossom and help each other. So like the lyrics that she just shared with us, oh my goodness. Drop another one, Sister Shauna, before you leave. You've got to drop another one on us because I know you've got tons of those.
Okay, before I drop another one, if anyone would like to book me to speak, I'm available again on my platforms, or you can reach out to me at 945-888-7741 or Facebook or Instagram. And I have I'm launching a live visioning workshop coming up soon, and it's more than just what I call a vision board. It's a process of taking people through releasing some old stuff, reimagining and re-envisioning their life, and then also restoring their identity as a divine goddess. I'll call all women goddesses.
Yes.
Because they're truly goddesses. So this is one of my favorites. And since this is Women's Month, I want to share it. And it's called A Woman's Worth. I never get tired of sharing this because every time I've shared it, whether it's new people that I know before or whether it's people that have heard it before, I always get great response from it. And it says, "A woman who knows her worth is like a golden nugget that never loses its luster. A woman who's guided from within is like a lighthouse you can trust to show you the way to honor the goddess within. A woman who needs no outer approval to feel joy is like a rose that blooms every hour on the hour. A woman who shares her love is like the universe say, I know and accept that we are one. You see, a woman who's satisfied with her life is like a magnet that draws to it love, light, beauty, simplicity, and clarity in each and every moment. And we are those women. So in this month, let's celebrate the truth of who we are. Let's never forget who we are, because love and healing is an experience feeling. Love and healing can be like dreaming. Love and healing is an experience of the inner soul. Love and healing will make us bold. Love and healing provides sustainability. Love and healing brings clearer meaning. Love and healing is a grand way of seeing when God's love is revealing. Love and healing is like freedom from the rain. Love and healing dissipates pain. Love and healing holds the heart together. Love and healing move one from self to other, from me to you. Thank you, Sharon. I
Yes,
appreciate you.
thank you. Thank you, sister. Man, that's my sister right there. Wow. I'm dumbfounded. I'm very, very, very seldom lost for words. But this is what it does. I mean, when she dropped the lyrics, I mean, it's like mic drop every single time. You know, sister, your students, I mean, you said young students, but let me ask you, did you start out with, I mean, teaching young students? Do you share your poetry with them? How does that work?
Well, when I started writing poetry, I was already teaching adults. I had already.
Oh, you had already, okay.
Yeah, I was already in adult education, no longer in the
In the classroom
yeah,
with kids.
with the smaller kids in that space. I was no longer in that space. So,
Wow.
but I knew that I always liked nursery rhymes, and I always liked music. That's some of the things that I like to do. I mean, for me, poetry, music, singing, and dancing is just like whatever I'm in a bad mood, my husband would tell you. And there he is supporting me. Thank you, baby.
Awesome, awesome. He's here. He's so proud too.
Yes, he's so whenever he is whenever I am feeling in any kind of way where I'm out of alignment
Yes.
with my truth and what I know I need to do, then music is something that brings me back to my center and
Center.
bring me back to
Yes.
trusting God again.
Where do you find those lyrics though? Where do you how do you find those lyrics? Where do you go? Do you do research? I mean, really, I know some people it's just innate. They just sit and it just flows. I've
It is
tried
innate.
writing.
Nature
Yes.
nature is one of the places where I go. I love parks.
Yes.
And that's one of the things we do a lot together. We'll just go find different parks. We go park hunting.
Nice. I love that.
And parks is one of
Nature.
the places, or just sitting outside on the back deck and just listening to the birds and allow myself to just be present.
Yes. Yes.
Not worry
yes.
about the past and not worry about the future.
Just be in the present. I like that part. Just be in the present. Yes, yes, yes. Sister Shauna. I love it. Love it. Let me tell you. Is there any plan for the future? I know you have a lot of plans, but I'm talking about this part of it because they're teaching. I mean, some things are innate, some things are natural, but as far as teaching poetry, I mean, have you ever considered doing anything of that nature or not?
I have considered it. However, my passion right now, because I think one of the things sometimes as humans, what we tend to do is we tend to spread ourselves too thin.
That part.
And I've been there too many times. And right now I've come home to me. And come home to me, that means I have a focus. And my focus is on my speaking to young women and young mothers.
Yes.
Because I was a young mother of 4 by age 24, then I have a passion for helping young mothers to become the expert in their own lives. To no longer keep looking outside for someone else to give them the answer what's already inside them. And I say that a lot because I stray away from God a lot. And when I came back, I can't help but bring God into every conversation.
Yes, yes,
because
yes,
the power, like Jesus said, greater is He that is in me.
And
Then
he
I
is
don't
in the
have
world.
to go keep looking outside of myself for somebody to give me the answer. If I be still and know long enough, then God gives me the download. God give me direction. The guidance within is what's more important. So my goal is just to help people to get back to themselves and trust God more instead of trusting man.
Yes, 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 yes. Wow. And that brings us pretty much to where we say, thank you, my sister, again. I am so elated. I'm so delighted to have you here with me.
Oh,
Wow, she's one of my sisters, but not only my sisters, but one of my spiritual mentors, my queen sis. My advisor. She pushes me, y'all. She pushes me, and she pushes me hard. Sometimes I hide from her when I get messages from her. So I'll confess right here on air that there are times when I see messages from her and I read it and I'm going, how do I even respond? Because I cannot say to her, Sean, I'm having a bad day. She will not accept that. Candy, she will not. I kid you not. She just won't.
Okay, let me correct that. Let me correct that.
Here we go.
You can have a bad day and you can call me and say, Sean, I'm having a bad day. But we're going to talk about that for 3 minutes and then we're going to talk about a solution.
That part.
Yes.
She's just not going to allow me to stay there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And wallow in anything, in self-pity,
Yes.
lick my wounds, so to speak.
Yeah.
She's going to be like, Sharon, snap out of it.
Okay.
So here's what we do, and redirection. When you want some truth, call Shauna.
Well, it's interesting that you said that, too, because I remember when I started my master's degree, it was so overwhelming for me that I was placed in a group and I just bust out crying. And they let me cry. But then in a few minutes, they was like, okay, now what?
Now what?
So it's okay to have your moment,
Yes,
but then
yes.
the next
Now
thing,
what?
the next step is now what?
What? Solution.
Yes.
Solution. And that's exactly what she does. So she's beautiful and she looks so dainty, but let me tell you, she's a hard cookie. She gets it done. She's like, Sharon, okay, snap out of it. Let's go. So I love you, my sister. I love you for that.
I appreciate it, and I love you as well.
Oh, I appreciate you so much.
Awesome.
Thank you so for coming in. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Access granted, girl, for granted. Don't you take my love, woman. I have no issues, no chronics, no have trust issues. But I will leave a changes me making a life, and I make them just for you. So from your Sierras that you like me, make changes, you know, say your rating star. So from your slip, then you slide, no, if no, maybe, you know, say your ratings fall. For granted, my love for granted, girl. For granted, don't you take my love. And anything that you ever wanted, it's so access granted, girl. For granted.
I've tried a lifetime to find you. Give me a moment just to remind
Yes,
you
yes,
of the
I will.
love we've not made
Yes.
before.
Thank you. Have a
The
good one.
reason you can't close this door. I see confusion in your eyes, and maybe you're a little surprised the way we make love under the moonlight. Tomorrow you'll sit in your light. Come away in a dream. This world, it's not what it seems. There be no gold at the end of the rainbow. Birds don't fly anywhere that the wind blows. Come away in a dream. Life is not what it seems. Happily don't always live forever, but my love is getting stronger every day. Oh, stronger every day. Yeah. Oh, they tell me that diamonds are your friends, but diamonds won't be there in the end. I give you my love to remember. I keep you happy, happy. You shouldn't be me bonify. Nothing in this world can justify. Nothing in your heart for I and I. It's you and I, baby. Maybe it's just fate. Our time has simply been waiting. Is it chance to bring us together? We can go in search of forever. In a dream, this world it's not what it seems. There be no gold on the end
fly anywhere that the wind blow. Come away in a dream. Life is not what it seems. Happily don't always live forever, but my love is getting.
Welcome back to Caribbean Extravaganza. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the time that we've been waiting for. So we're up to number 3 and final. I hate to see this happen. I hate to end the month. I mean, Women's International Month. And so we're going to be closing out with our final guest, none other than Bridget John. She hails from Nigeria. She's a princess. She's royalty. Actress, producer, author. Wow. And so much more. I met her a few years ago, and we tried to connect. But who knows that God doesn't do things until it's His time. It's His timing. And He said, not so fast, because guess what? What I have in store for you is for you. And listen, when we reconnected, it was like, wow. I was blown away. I just couldn't believe it. I had to pinch myself because I kept trying to get in touch with her. I was like, oh my God, I lost her information. And she was busy off getting awards here, there, and everywhere. When you talk about humble, beautiful, inside and out, this lady, oh my goodness, I've been admiring her from near and far. So without boring you to death, I'm just going to turn the mic over to Miss Bridget. Miss Bridget, just tell us a little bit about your producing, acting, modeling, your involvement, I mean, your royal life. I mean, tell us a little bit about that. What's that about? What does that look like?
Well, I'm me. Let me put it that way. I really see myself as just Bridget, and I thank God I've been blessed. Yes. God has been good to me in everything that I've done. I've succeeded. So I always strive for more.
Yes.
And I'm originally from Nigeria. I am from the Benin tribe, and
oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm royalty. My father was a chief, and my great-great-grand was the king and all of that. But I don't I'm just me,
Yes,
and
yes.
so, and then I love what I do. I've lived most of my adult life here in the United States, and so this is home for me.
Yes.
And being a filmmaker, producer, and actress, I just enjoy being in front of the camera most of the time, It's fun living another person's life for a few minutes when you're on set, or a few hours,
Wow.
and then you go back to yours. So that's therapy for me. That's the way I see that.
So how did that really get started? Where did you go to film school? Did you go to school for this? I mean, did it come naturally? I mean, at what age and stage did you know this is what you wanted to do as a hobby / living? I mean, enjoying, because you enjoy what you do, I see.
Yeah, I
You know,
do
you really
enjoy
do,
it.
I'm sure.
Yeah. I went to college pretty early in life. I went to college at was it 15 or 16,
Wow.
and I did drama for 3 years.
Wow.
It's called drama over in Nigeria, but
Yes,
we call it
yes.
theater here.
Yes.
So I had to do that in college for 3 years. And when I graduated, I wasn't really into the acting or film and stuff. But as time went on, came to the U.S. I did a few things, commercials in Nigeria and all that. And then when I got to the U.S., I was more into the fashion business because
I see.
I started doing that real early, and I spent 38 years of my life doing that.
Really?
I started sewing real early, and and making money off of it as a teenager. And so when here in the U.S., the sewing became overwhelming, and I thought about, okay, what else can I do? What else can I do that I love to do? And it was acting. And so I decided to start taking acting classes. I was taking private acting classes, acting school, and I produced my first film in 2013 or so, or either 2012 or 2013, Adora, and it's on Amazon. But
And what's the name of that?
it's
film?
called Adora.
Adora. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Nice.
So after then, I just went on. It was like no looking back for me. I
course.
just kept taking classes, and I decided, okay, you know what? Why not get a degree in it? So I went to the University of North Georgia, and I got my degree in theater arts. And so I just continued, and I've been fortunate to, I guess, people like my work, and they keep hiring me, and
Because it's
I
a
keep
natural,
winning these
Bridget.
awards, and I'm excited. I'm blessed. You know, I have 7 to my name so far, and next month I'm getting
Congratulations.
another
Yes,
one.
I saw that. Yes, she is. She
so
is.
yeah, I
And she just got one.
nominated, Yeah.
She just got one. So, I mean, she just gets awards. Because I've been following her. I've been watching. I'm going, what? Is she just creating these awards? I mean, for herself? I
wish,
mean,
you know, that's the
people
thing.
recognize talent.
Yeah,
They
that's
really
what
do.
it
The
is.
industry
Yeah.
recognizes talent. And you are
Yeah.
talented because I've seen a couple of your flicks. And I'm going, wow. But she went to school for it, but she already had it in her. She wasted her money with school. Because really, what did they do for you that you didn't already have in your DNA? You're a natural, Bridget.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're a natural. So
Thank
I
you.
saw that. I mean, I've seen a few, and I'm going, wow. And between Candy and I, she talked about sewing. She wore this amazingly gorgeous African print top. And Candy and I sort of planning how we can just jack her when she leaves here. Or pretty much, Candy, we can trail her home. That's probably the better
Right.
thing to do. Hijack that closet, right? Get to the closet. Because I know I've seen the outfits that she wears. Talk about royalty. That's one thing. I mean, I'm telling you, with our African sisters and brothers, whew, they make us jealous. Us Caribbean folks, we just look like, forget it. A pair of jeans, a hoodie, and we're gone. A shirt, whatever. I mean, they are royalty. I mean, the colors that they wear, I mean, the threads, I mean, and they wear it with such pride. It's no wonder. And by the way, Bridget, my husband and I, when we were getting married 21 years ago, this Friday will be 21 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Oh, my goodness. And I'm still married, guys. Let me tell you.
He's good then.
Yes, he is. He's a keeper. But let me tell you, we decided we did not want the conventional white dress and suit, whatever. We're just not doing that. And we weren't rebelling. We just wanted something different. And my thing was, I'm doing it on the beach. I'm going to go get married on the beach. And I thought about it, and my husband says, that's not going to work for everyone that we're inviting. And so we decided, you know what are we going to do that's really unique? And there was a store in Mount Vernon, New York, just rented. I'll never forget, one of my dear friends, Beulah, from church. I mean, that's where we would go and get African, stuff. She was one for that. I mean, and that little store, they sold all sorts of authentic, outfits and jewelry and all sorts of goodies from the continent. Man, I hustled over there, and I was like, Ruby, I need something. I'm getting married, and I do not want a white dress. She says, you don't want to wear a white dress? I says, no. Well, if I do wear a white dress, I want an African dress. And she goes, by the way, honey, where are you from? I says, Jamaica, by way of Africa. And she said, or better yet, Africa by way of Jamaica. And she said, oh, I thought I heard an accent. I was like, don't worry about it. Let me see your books, because I'm getting married in an African outfit. Well, the rest was history.
And
I
you
mean,
did.
oh, I sure did. And let me tell you, every single time up until last night at that event, I showed off my bridal attire, my wedding attire, and everyone. I get so many rave reviews. It was a Nigerian designer that designed our bridal attire.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, let me tell you, if I can boast, it is, and you will see me post it in a few days because the anniversary is
I'd love to
coming
see
out.
that.
Oh, my goodness. Gorgeous, Candy. I mean, pretty. So that's what I'm telling people. We just have to get connected to our roots.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. A lot of us don't really know. And so we live on this side of the world, and we're like, this is all we know. This is our orientation. But if we ever only knew how royal we are,
Yeah.
how amazing we are as a people, You know, I mean, we would not hesitate to do what we have to do, pay honor and homage to our ancestors and to our roots. That's our roots right there. I tell everyone I'm from Nigeria. I always say that. I always say it's two places, Nigeria or Ghana. I don't know where. And I always lean towards Nigeria because I think I'm that person. So I don't know. But that's one of the things, Bridget, and you can tell me more about that. Just give us a little history about that, because something I'm jealous of is when I talk to African people and they tell me, oh, we're from this tribe and this and that, and I'm going, I'm just from Jamaica, from Kingston. That's it. I'm Sharon. I don't know whose name they gave me, but I got that name. You know, I'm so serious about it. And when I hear all these beautiful names, and I'm going, oh my goodness, one of these days I'll get there and I'll get to change my name, or I'll get to add this name. I'll get my real name. I'll do a ceremony and the whole 9 yards. I'm serious about that.
But you know what's funny is that what's happening now,
Yes.
it's like things are reversing. The Africans, the Nigerians they want to be Americans. They want to be so westernized.
I don't know why.
To me, they're losing their identity by doing that.
Shame on you.
You know, it's like
why?
these people want to be you, and then you
want
want
to
to
be them.
Yeah, you know, you always
what's
think the
that?
grass is greener on the other side, and it's not always like that, you know. And sometimes that's why they make laws sometimes in Africa and some other countries, and people think, oh, these laws are too stiff and stuff like that. It's just because they're trying to keep the culture and keep the way the people, the way we've been brought up, you know. But so much has changed, and if only they know, you know, that we have values, we have the tradition, we have things that we can go back to, you know. And so it's something that we as blacks, I don't care where you're from, you know, as long as we have that identity, because that's how we're categorized, that's how we're put when it comes to race and stuff. They don't say black Nigerian, black
Jamaican, black whatever,
black,
Cuban,
no,
Guyanese,
they just
whatever.
say black. So we're all from one, and I'm sure with migration and everything, there were people that moved from other countries to start Nigeria, because I don't think God just planted someone in there with another man and a woman and said, okay, start Nigeria.
Correct.
So we're all connected somehow.
We are.
We just don't know, but it makes life colorful. It makes life interesting, you know, and we just need to like stay connected, because once we're connected, once we're together, there's a force.
Yes.
You know, but once there's a division where we have that line saying, oh, no, you know, but I'm Nigerian, and because sometimes, trust me, Nigerians feel they're superior to every other black person. It's just who they are, you know. They do everything well. Yes. They do the good stuff well. They do the bad stuff well. They do everything well. Once they have their minds set to it, I'm telling you, they do it well, you know. But we just need to see ourselves as stay united, you know, especially as black folks, especially as black people. It's just like in the film industry now. You see a lot of what's it called? A lot of the film, the studios and production companies, they're going to Nigeria. They're setting up in Nigeria. You know, look at Netflix. Netflix has so many Nollywood films.
They do.
You know,
they do.
Just imagine if Nollywood pulls out of Netflix.
Oh my goodness.
You know, so they go in there. They see the potentials of what we have. We don't see it. We don't. We sell ourselves short. We do, because we always feel like, oh, somebody else is better. But those people look at you like, I want what you have.
I want what you have. Exactly.
You know? So we just need to be more united, you know, support each other. It's like they say, there's this saying that says, if you don't have a seat at the table, then build your own table. It's easy to say, but how do you build your own table when you don't have that opportunity, when you don't have the money, when you don't have people that believe in you? You know, when you have people that still want to put you in a certain place because they believe that's where you belong.
Correct.
You know? And so how do you, that saying doesn't apply as far as I'm concerned, you know, because there are people that have so much potentials. They have these ideas and everything, but no one is ready to give them a chance.
That's it.
You know, but rather it's like, okay, let me see what you have and let me see how I can make it better. But I'm gonna have the say so over this.
That is correct.
Control. Control, exactly.
Yes.
There've been a lot of films that maybe the producer or the writer, they have their ideas. This is how I want it.
Yes.
But then another producer that has the money comes in and says, no, I think you need to change it like this and like that and like that. And that just changes the whole narrative.
It does.
It
does.
And no one knows you better than your own people and yourself.
Say that again?
So when you tell my story in a different way, it's different. It's not
it's
original.
Warped. It's not original.
Yeah,
not authentic.
you've already. Yeah, exactly. It's from your own perspective.
Yes.
Yes. So that's one of the problems that we need to fix as a people. It doesn't matter where and how. I watch some of those shows where there's a show on TV where you bring your products and you try to pitch your products and all that.
Is that Shark Tank?
Yeah.
Yes.
And some people walk away because it's not their idea.
Yes.
And they have still succeeded.
Yes,
It just took
they
them
have.
a longer time
Yes.
to do it. So I'm just hoping that we get more opportunities,
and we will.
and yeah.
We will. We
want
just
to
have to
collaborate
unite,
in everything that we do, but
Say that word
we
again.
just need
Yes.
that support,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we need as a people.
And that's why people like you, we've got to support our people. We've got to support our own. I mean, when you're doing what you're doing, like you said, if there's no table, create that table, make that table. And they say, if you're not on what's that saying? It says, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. Woo.
I
Let me tell
I
you.
want to be on that menu. No.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't want to.
Don't put me on no menu.
There you go. But
Sure, because
that's
soon
why.
I'll be gone.
That part, because it means that they have control.
Yeah.
So that's why we have to support our people. We can't jump in and as soon as they say, you know what, Susie's doing that, and Patricia's doing that, Tom is doing that, and we jump on them. We have to say, hey guys, there's a reason for this. Let us correct it. Let us go ahead and embrace our people and not throw them under the bus. We've got to protect our folks. I mean, there's something trending right now, and I'm not going to even go there because you know what? Here's the deal. We are the quickest ones to judge our people.
Yeah.
Okay, we've been judged for too long. What we have to do, you said a couple of powerful keywords, my sister, Queen, sister, you said collaborate. I believe in that wholeheartedly. Collaborate. The day that we decide that, you know what, we're going to work together, when we unite, I mean, there's a song that says, and I can't remember the artist. I know it's a Jamaican artist. Candy, you can help me out with that. Africa Unite. And Africa does not mean Nigeria, Ghana, Congo, British Virgin Islands, Guyana, Jamaica. It means African America. It means Africa, one Africa, and until that day, when we really realize that we are powerful and we hold the key to our future, and we don't give that key, we don't relinquish, the power to other folks, people get scared. And it's not that we're not cooperating, but what we have to do is work together in unison.
Yeah.
Unison. That's it. Hey, Bridget, I'm about to do this. Shauna, you know what? Let us do this. Candy, Dior. And we get together, we have a meeting, we sit down, and we sort things through. That's the best way. Unity.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, together, we're so powerful. We're earth-shattering when it comes to ideas and creativity. I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, when I think of it, all I can say is we're just a special people. We're special.
Yeah, we just need to appreciate ourselves more and
Yes,
support
yes,
each other
yes.
more, lift each other more and just believe in ourselves, because that's one thing that we just feel so intimidated sometimes.
Yes.
And we don't believe in ourselves. If only we'll do so much better, because if you look at it even Nigerians here, because I know more about Nigerians,
Yes.
so I always go back to Nigerians. we're in every area,
Every sector.
healthcare,
That's so true.
education, just you name it. You know,
True.
all over. That's why I said when we want to be good, we're good, and when we want to be bad, we
I
know
don't-
how to do it. You know,
I
but
agree. I
we
agree
are just
with you.
so we're so talented, and there's talent everywhere. But my thing is, people just need more opportunity
Yes.
to do and showcase what they have. You know, and the world is going to be a beautiful place.
It is.
You know?
It is. But we have to create and keep creating.
Yeah.
Show our creative skills. I mean, we really are. I mean, talented people. We really are. And the more that we create and help each other, like these young sisters that we had in here last week, we have them back. Some other sisters here this week, and that's why I told one of them sisters that came through today. I told her, I says, listen, I said, stick around because we have to start networking. When I tell you, networking,
Yeah.
we've got to, because we're seasoned people. I mean, when people say, "Oh, we're getting older," y'all can get older all by yourself. Because I'm not getting older. I'm just getting more seasoned.
I like that.
Okay, I'm just getting started. I'm getting more seasoned. But you know what? One day we're gonna have to pass that baton on to
Yeah.
the younger generation, the generation. So we have to prepare them now. We have to get them seasoned. We have to get them in tune. And what we have to do is pull them together and say, hey, you don't do your thing over there and you do yours over there. It's called collaboration. Come on and let me
Yeah.
show you how to do
Yeah.
it. And they are willing and open to learning. You know, they really are. So honestly, I just want to say that I am so honored. I am so proud to have you next to me, my sister. I am
Thank
so
you.
elated. This is a dream come true for me. I mean, to close out Women's International Month with you, sister. You know, I hated to stall you, but I mean, we had two amazing women ahead of you. But here we go. Here we go. Bridget, give us some closing words.
Okay, I'll just encourage everybody. Don't stay down, no matter what's going on. It's a trying time right now everywhere, but just lift your heads up and just trust God because He'll come through. You know, the people on social media, please don't believe anybody you see there because that's a whole lie. You know, just trusting yourself,
Yes.
trusting your instincts, and trust God, and just keep going.
Ooh.
Don't stay down. We
Yes.
all fall, but we get up.
Get up,
I can
yes.
tell you how many times I have fallen. I can tell you how many times I've cried. You know, but
Wow.
I never stayed down. I keep going.
Yes.
You know, so that's when if you keep going, you're gonna make it. Trust me. Everyone has a story. You know, it's like they say, there's no testimony without a story. You know, so you have to have a story.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can't tell me. You can't take me where you haven't been.
Yes.
You know, so just stay strong and be lifted.
Wow, I love it. I love it. Man. Thank you again, my sister. I look forward to seeing you receive that award. I mean, tell us about that award real quick and tell us how people can follow you and where they can find you because you've just got so much promise in you for the future generations. Tell people where they can find you on social media platforms or whatever, and please tell us a little bit also about that award that's pending.
Okay, you can find me. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Bridget John Actress, and Twitter is Bridget John 42, and LinkedIn is just Bridget John. But I'm more active on Instagram. You can follow me, whichever one. I will always respond if you send me a message. And next month, I'm going to be honored with, I was nominated for the Outstanding Actress Award. It's an organization called the African Awards USA. And they just nominate people. They have people nominate people that they want to see recognized for their outstanding work in any of the fields. So they have the healthcare field, they have the education field, they have the different areas, sports and all that. And I got nominated for the Outstanding Actress Award, and I made the top finalist. So I'm glad. And that's going to happen on the 27th of April at the Georgia Convention Center. So if you go on Eventbrite, you can find African Awards USA. You can buy tickets for that award. Or if you reach out to me on Instagram, I'll send you the information.
We just want to say congratulations from CLTV and Caribbean Life TV and radio, and especially Caribbean Extravaganza. Thank you so very much for coming in tonight. In the stormy weather, she made it here. She was here early, ladies and gentlemen. She graced us with her presence. So we just want to say thank you, my sister.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. It was such a pleasure. Wow. Caribbean Life TV and radio, Caribbean Extravaganza will never be the same. We look forward to seeing you again at the same time, same place, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. next Tuesday, April 2nd. Thank you. Go ahead and have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
So never mind, let time unwind, baby. Lay your head to rest, baby. Let us put love to the test, baby. And let love lead the way if we believe. Join our hearts, mind and soul, keep us together. You never find no one in this lifetime to love you like I do. So never mind things that people say that I'll never hurt you. You never find no one in this lifetime. So never mind, let time unwind, baby. When time comes around.